Clash of Clans podcast, OG, episode 66. And welcome back to the podcast, everybody. I am your host, Scotty 827, joined by the master of the triathalon, the swimmiest of the swims, Mr. Swim Boi. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Well, I'm great, but you sound much more enthusiastic than I would after the day after a triathlon. How are you feeling? How'd you do?
I'm feeling pretty good. I did amazing. It was my first triathlon that I've ever done. It was an Olympic distance. So in December, I'm going to do a half Ironman, which is a little over double this distance that I did, but
Oh,
wanted a
wow.
little step in, and it was so amazing. I loved it so much. Got all my goals, and
Are you like thinking of like ramping up to a full Ironman?
at some point, I would like to, whether that's next year or the following year. But yeah, definitely. I think that'd be so much
Most
fun.
people have like a 5-year goal of getting there, and you're like, probably not by Christmas, but
Yeah, definitely the bike is my weakest leg right now. It was so funny because swim boys. So I've been competitively swimming for a decade now, and so coming out of the swim, it's open water, so I'm not really used to it. But I came out of
dehydration.
the swim second, um, and that was barely second. Like I was way ahead of everyone else. Just the two of us kind of going back and forth for the
Wow.
swim. And then I hop on the bike, and it's my weakest leg, and I did okay on it. I went faster than I expected, but the pro triathletes and the crazy people passed me on that, and I see the $16,000 bikes whizzing past me, and I'm like, oh, there they are.
Yeah, and they're used to being dehydrated, right?
Yeah.
Like out in the open air, and there
Mm-hmm.
you are. you know, but it, like I told you, because Swim Boy, we had planned to do the podcast yesterday, but I thought he was talking about just training. And then later in the week, he's like, no, I'm doing the full triathlon, or I'm doing the triathlon. And I'm like, okay, but he's going to do that and then do a pod. Okay, we'll see. Like, I hope he can, I hope everything's all right. Like, I could not, I wouldn't be able to move after that. So,
Yeah.
um, so he recuperated uh, and here we are. And
Like, I was fine right after the race. I was telling you this right before we started
oh,
recording, but I was fine after the race, and even on the drive home, awards, everything. And I stood on the podium. I didn't fall over and cramp up like I was worried I was going to, so that was good. But
did you place?
like, I got third place in my age group, which was like way better than I was
Wow.
expecting. So
Congratulations.
thank you.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Oh, I was so happy with it. Everything went like, well, okay, there's a few mishaps, but other than those couple things, they went almost perfect.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And so you got done. Did you do any clashing?
That night I did a little bit, but I was I was talking to my parents about my race a little bit, and I was like on the verge of slurring my words a little bit, and I was just out of it. And I'm like,
What do you
I
do?
did like one Legends hit, and it was it was not good.
What do you do to fuel up for that? Do you just eat like a maniac?
Yeah, I do. And then I have this special formulation of a carb drink, an electrolyte drink, and then I just created some carbohydrate gels as well. All of it's homemade because they sell that stuff online, but it definitely gets expensive if you use it while training. With all the training and stuff I do, I need like mass production of it, and I'm not going to spend $5 a day to fuel up. So I just
Yeah.
got the individual ingredients, maltodextrin, fructose, different forms of sodium and stuff. And so I had a lot yesterday.
You just sleep in the bathtub the night before? Like getting all to get it all in.
Pretty much.
Oh my God. Well, we've got kind of a lot to talk about that's happening in Clash. More, we were in kind of prepping for it. We watched some judo videos, some behind the builder's hut, and then
Mm-hmm.
we got a cyber season. So where do you want to start?
We could start with the cyber season, and then kind of move through probably the Builder's Hut video first because that's the provocative stuff with the crafted defenses, and then we could probably
Yeah,
go finish up with judo.
yeah, okay. Uh, cyber season. What's your take?
I think it's really cool. I like all the skins are all cool and everything. The warden, obviously the spider warden, it's pretty cool, pretty sick.
I think the whole thing. I love it. I
Mm-hmm.
It was the first scenery. I think maybe the justice one. Um, I love that one too, but this was the first one that I think I was like waiting for the stuff to come out. I just like the
Really.
king. Yeah. Like, cause
Mm-hmm.
once that thing popped, like I don't know, it looked like the future. It looked
Mm-hmm.
like Back to the Future. It looked like the Fifth Element in Blade Runner, and
Mm-hmm.
lots of stuff was going on. I don't know. I love the heroes.
Yeah.
I like the animation. And I don't know. It just rubbed my nerd bone the right way, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Did
Yeah,
you?
it looks like I saw a video. It was like maybe the day of that it came out or something, and they were talking about the skins themselves. And each skin, I think these are the first ones that they each have special, like a special sort of animation. Forget the exact specifics, but like the king had a with his gloves, like on his death animation was just a little bit more unique than the old ones tended to be, and
Yeah,
they've definitely been moving in that direction, but I think that the video was talking about how it was like even more so with these.
yeah, and there's some cool effects, like, and maybe that's what it is, like with the death part of it, where like these circles come around them, like it almost looks like they're
Yeah.
being targeted, or um, I don't know. It, it was awesome. Did you buy any?
No, no, I didn't. I can't bring myself to.
Did you do the event pass?
I was about to, and then I'm looking at it, and it's just resources, and then the skins and stuff. Which, like, I was talking to someone in the clan chat about it. It's like it's a great deal for skins and stuff, but I already have enough and the scenery and all that, and I'm like, I
Yeah,
don't need more resources, and I don't need the skins.
I said, I remember telling you, I thought you'd be, it's the water park. I thought you'd be right
Oh,
there.
yeah, yeah.
Little
I
swim
was
coming down the
tempted
slide.
to. I got my underwater scenery. I'm deep in the water.
What would be your ultimate like water scenery? Like inspired by, do you have,
That's
do you ever wish
tough.
for anything like,
Yeah, honestly, like okay, I would say like a pool, but that's definitely never coming to Clash. Like a straight up pool, that would never come. I don't even know how they would implement it. But the honestly, the Dragon Palace kind of did everything that I wanted.
oh, okay.
That's the one that came out like forever ago, and I was like so ecstatic when they dropped it.
Yeah.
Um, like just because it's water, but it's also not only water. It's almost like at um, I don't even. It's so cool, and the
Yeah.
music and just everything about it. Like it's truly, it pretty much covers me. I can't see myself changing it unless something crazy came out.
It's kind of how I feel about this cyber one.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's light enough, bright enough with the other lights, and that that'll probably be my permanent one for a while. But they are coming
Mm-hmm.
out with a lot of new and different things, as evidenced by the videos that we watched as well.
Yeah. Yeah, which skin of the cyber season is your favorite?
Um, I think it's the king, to be honest.
Yeah.
With the glove, I think.
Mhm.
I'm always don't have it open right in front of me, but yeah, with like the power glove.
Yeah.
I thought the royal champion was pretty cool.
Mhm.
The queen I like. She's not my favorite. The minions prince is pretty cool too, but I haven't been using him, so I haven't really seen him in action.
Right.
Did you have a favorite?
Um, I mean, I'm a little biased because I do already have the warden, and I've been using him a lot, and,
He's
I've been
cool.
loving that skin. It's so cool, but, it's
Yeah.
definitely between him and the king.
Yeah, of all the ones that they gave for free, if it wasn't
Mhm.
the king or the warden would have been um the two best to get for free.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
I
I'm
don't,
surprised they gave us this one. I was like, the quality of the queen or the royal champion, like, it's still good,
yeah.
but, like, it's a little bit less unique, and I'm surprised that they gave us the really unique one in the gold pass.
Yeah, and like with these too, I think I really like the animations of like the shooting and stuff when they're like really
Mhm.
bright or like the hitting when those effects get added to it, I can see like the attacks better and stuff. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but I've also heard a lot about how people can't see anything on my base. Um, like
Yeah,
probably this week, like at least five different people said, "Wow, that bass." And so now it
yeah.
makes me want to like load it up with like all the all the
Oh
different
my goodness.
obstacles.
Yeah,
Uh
yeah. I mean, you know how you can, preview, like, if you haven't bought the scenery yet, you can preview what your base would look like on it before you buy it? I'm doing that right now on my, like, progress looking base, and it's
it's
so
hard to see.
chaotic looking. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of like we were talking about, like very Tron. It's what I imagined, like when we
Yeah.
talked about it, for
Mhm.
sure. Yeah, there's just so many things to look. Like I thought, like the rain, I wasn't sure I was gonna dig that, but yeah, there's always
Oh,
something
yeah.
going on now. Downtown
Exactly.
Clashville, here we come.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, I've really liked their, the dark aesthetic of the, sceneries this season. Like, I honestly, the rain is, like, such a so good, so good.
Yeah, it's like it's not over top of everything. It's just slightly off. So I,
Mhm.
I wouldn't I would have thought it would be might be too dark, but not at all.
Yeah, especially not this scenery. It's I would say it's right perfect in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very happy. So I kind of wonder what they have in store. So next month is Clashiversary,
Yes, I believe so.
and that starts like August 1st, right? I think so.
I would yeah, I
If I like the
think
August season.
yeah, 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 and I think they will start rolling out the Clashiversary content, like, the first, and then the big celebration will probably be, like, mid-month.
What do you think they got in store?
Oh, I have no clue. I would assume lots of chess. I think that's kind of been their like, with the bigger celebrations and stuff, um recently, that's what they've been doing, and I like that a lot. Um, I could see them bringing back a little bit of everything, like everything that's been successful.
Yeah, I think they have something in store
Yeah.
because in that judo sloth video, I think it was the judo sloth video. The guy he
Mhm.
was talking to when Clashiversary got brought up, I feel like I feel like this is me reading
Yeah.
the person, right?
Mhm.
I feel like he was saying that it'll be the unlimited hero event next month for Clashiversary.
Mhm. I
And
could see that.
I'm trying to like and I can't remember if it's like specific things he said like kind of put together. Um I think that it'll be that, and then a lot more. Like something is gonna change a little bit.
Hmm. Mm-hmm. Kind of like a
Uh,
lasting effect of it rather than just like an event.
well, I no, I don't think they'll switch. Like from that video, I don't think they'll. Um, I don't think that they'll ever switch it from up. Let us upgrade heroes unless
Yeah, yeah.
something, some game mechanic, like comes in. But I kind of felt like there was like he hinted at maybe the return of some things.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I don't feel like there's a hero, a new hero or anything like that.
Yeah.
Based on the rest of the conversations. Um, but I thought he said a couple things about more opportunities during that month for players to catch up.
Yeah.
Does that
Yeah.
kind of ring a bell to you?
I think he was talking about how right now we have the summer jam. So we, for the future listeners, it's pretty much what is it? 8, 9, 10, probably 10 days. Yeah, 10 days of like a slight gold bonus. Then it moves to 10 days of a slight elixir bonus. So the elixir buildings cost less elixir and less time. Then dark elixir on the last 10 days, and he was talking about having like a crescendo, so that on like August 1st, like everything was like way cheaper and something.
Yeah. Oh, did he say something about ore?
Oh
Was it
yeah, yeah,
ma-
yeah.
was it I think it was like catching up in ore
Mm-hmm.
something. So I'm hoping for that.
Yeah.
He also, well, this wasn't like part of what he said specifically, but what they discussed for like the release of equipment was every 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
So the Dark Crown last month, I'm guessing the Torch next month, since
Definitely.
that's that's the only one that I've seen or keep hearing about, right? Have you heard of other
Mm-hmm.
ones? I mean, that's like the most
Um.
persistent, but
Yeah. Not recently. It's pretty much just been the torch, which I see a lot of people being like, they've nerfed it so much it's completely worthless now. But I'm sure
oh,
it
from like the
someone will find
leaks.
something. Yeah. Yeah, like the stats on it are just really gotten a lot worse. But I don't know yet.
First heard about that one like a year ago,
Yeah.
I
At least.
think. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was
So,
during the Olympic season that it was supposed to come out, and then it was just so overpowered that they had to scrap the entire thing.
oh, which
And we
would
got
make sense why it would come back for like Clashiversary games
mm-hmm.
or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'd be like the same spirit. Huh. Well, knowing that it's coming up, are you saving up for it? Are you gonna change up your approach? What are you working on?
Um I'm probably gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I finally have kind of caught back up a little bit. Um, but I've been saving up for the snake bracelet, trying to get it to
Yeah.
21 at least.
Mm-hmm.
It seems so, especially in hard mode, it seems so good. And then eventually maxing out the action figure. Um,
Oh
but
yeah.
definitely the snake bracelet's number one right now.
Every time I put a level on it, I like it more and more.
Hmm.
Um, especially I put the life gem on this week, and
Oh, hmm.
that's been really nice with it. So I've been playing around.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I
Uh,
could see that given, I mean, extra tanky.
yeah, that, and I've got frost mites, furnace mites. Yeah, I'm working on some new attacks I'll have to tell you about. Uh, anything else from the next season? Anything else that you're
Um,
hearing that you could think about from those videos?
yeah, I really the only thing he was saying, which don't everyone don't get your hopes up too much, but this guy was saying that could possibly blow away the 10th anniversary and be like their
Yeah.
biggest thing yet. And he was like, it sounded like he kind of regretted saying that in a way because he doesn't want to,
Like hype
overhype
up.
it. But
Yep.
then he was kind of like, kind of is gonna be. So,
Yeah. That's where it's like I feel like something's coming where that he was hiding or keeping something in answering the questions. So like when
hmm
he was answering questions about things, part of me thought I'm not even sure if that thing's going to be relevant like
yeah.
at that time. So,
hmm
ooh, very nice. Um, I wasn't here for the 10th. So,
Yeah, I think I came in like from a little break, like right at the tail end of it, and I was like, "What is all this that's going on?"
what am I going to wear?
Yeah, exactly.
um, well, so this was in the Judo Sloth number 1 video, right? Uh, um, where they talked about this. They did talk about like ore being at a weird point
hmm
and the economy kind of being in flux a little bit, like they're trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
Um, did you feel like they had a solution? I don't know.
Yeah, I think it sounded like for current players, he felt that things as long as you've been playing consistently since all the ore came out, the guy that Judo interviewed felt that things were all right. Not like immediately needing to be addressed necessarily. He saw like future issues, especially when more and more and more equipment's released, but kind of sounded to me like more Town Hall 18 that big
Yeah.
changes would come to it. Maybe like a temporary, like I could see them doing like a hammer jam even for equipment. I think that would be amazing. Like
Yeah, that would
2
be
weeks,
awesome.
like super cheap, especially even just Starry Ore and maybe Glowy Ore too. Like make that super cheap and then have like extra ore from wars and challenges and stuff. So you could kind of farm it for 2 weeks, catch up. I think that would be a big solution.
Yeah, or even add it to the Alchemist or something too.
hmm
Um,
Yeah.
I, it almost felt like at a certain point, like there's going to be a major shift in something like coming up. It seems like they're kind of figuring it out. Like
Yeah.
they've they kind of came off the old model and are kind of doing this like year to year, once a year town hall,
hmm
trying to get these other things a little bit more engaged. Um, was that the sense you got of it too? I mean, would you agree
Yeah,
with
definitely.
him being like with the ore thing? I mean, you're getting
Yeah.
enough.
With my experience, yes and no. I have a lot of equipments maxed or nearly maxed. I have like a bunch of epics that are like 26. Almost all my commons, except for irrelevant ones, are 15 and above. So I'm in a pretty decent spot, and I don't spend money on the ore packs. I bought in the event passes with the ore in it, but
Same.
other than that, like nothing else. And I'm in a pretty decent spot, but then it's also like the whole point of equipment, other than shifting monetization away from the hero books and all of that. But a big part of it was being able to branch out and try new things. I can't use the snake bracelet like right now because it's 20, where my other equipment is 27 because I've had it for longer and have maxed it. So it's like,
Yeah, it takes so
I don't know.
long.
Yeah. So I think like truly a hammer jam sort of event where 2 weeks of the year it's super cheap so that spending players get like the benefit of like being able to max all the equipment right away and have all the flexibility, all the power, all of that. But then the free to play players can kind of look forward to that and be like, okay, well, long as I've been playing consistently, I'm still going to be behind until this event comes up, and then I can finally catch up right before Town Hall 18 comes out. I think that would help a lot.
Well, why not introduce it? Like, so when they introduce the new equipment, right? So I've
Mm-hmm.
got Scotty 827 Junior. Now I'm coming up as I'm just fresh 9.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm seeing like when you get the heroes and when you get, like the minion prints, because minion prints didn't exist, for me. And so I'm getting a sense of like, oh, now these pieces come in here and it unlocks this piece of equipment. If
Mm-hmm.
those are being unlocked at lower town halls, right?
Yeah.
Why not give it like 2 town halls less max equipment? You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's introduced, why not then just say your town hall
Uh,
17 or your max town hall? Well, it was
mm-hmm.
introduced at town hall 10 now. And
Mm-hmm.
so this would be a town hall 15 max thing. So it's like you're not starting what you would have
Yeah.
had to make up through all those town halls.
Yeah. I could see that. I think that would help things a lot.
Well, they kind of did that with the minion prints, right? Like how
Mm-hmm.
the heroes came in. Otherwise, oh my god.
People would have quit right and left. Like if you thought the crafting thing was bad, like then it's game is
The
over.
minion prince ruined it all. I quit.
Yeah. Oh man, mutiny.
and, and that second video was on that. Uh, I feel like for me, I would like a little bit more ore. We didn't
Yeah.
do uh the we didn't do ore war this CWL,
Hmm.
and it was just I think everybody was going crazy with summer stuff and everything, so it was just really busy, and I felt like kind of getting behind. Um,
Yeah.
Although I've been able to buy some things with the raid medals and
Hmm.
now, because I don't have to buy books and things like that, so that was really nice. Um, it, it would be nice, I just think now I just think about it, I'm like, I think my idea would just solve it.
What would? Oh, the up
Yeah,
leveling it kind of. Yeah,
yeah,
it definitely
because
would.
because otherwise I'm like, well, then you start putting it in, you could add more ore to the economy, and then all of a sudden people are sitting on massive amounts, and then, that it, yeah,
I
I don't
think
know.
upping at least the star ore a little bit, or being able to get it from your daily bonus, just a little
Yeah,
bit would help a
yeah, for
lot.
sure.
I think the glowy it's kind of in the middle. I think people can kind of get by at least right now, and
Yeah,
then the shiny is perfect. Get tons of that.
yeah, or even be able to convert between those would be nice too.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Oh,
but
that would be amazing.
I
Yeah.
mean, mine are getting up there. There's a few, like I got to get my fireball. It's at 23.
Hmm.
My snake bracelet, I got to 26. Uh, but man, that's like a month to
Yeah.
like wait
At
to
least
level that. Yeah, to that last level. So that's where
it's so.
when I start thinking about it, like, okay, if there's going to be another piece of equipment coming out, then it's like then you see like where you start to get really behind. Like you can't make progress on the other pieces
Hmm.
if you're
Yeah.
doing it that way. Um,
The only thing that's been saving me is like the Dark Crown, for example. I use ground attacks, and it's probably still usable in ground attacks, but not near as good as it is with the air attacks.
yeah,
Just because he's so much more vulnerable. And so I put one level on it, 120 shiny because I had max, and just left it. And so equipment's like that just I do not use right now. And so I put no levels on it. It's been saving me.
it, so you can make up ground on the other things.
Yeah, but anytime like the action figure, for example, at first I was like, oh well, the snake bracelet though, and put a couple of levels on the action figure, and I loved it. And I'm like, okay, great, I gotta sink all my ore into this now. And I haven't touched the snake bracelet in like 2 months because
Ooh,
it's just been sitting there at 20, and I'm like,
just
oh
waiting.
god.
I was running at 21 and stuff. But yeah, like I've noticed like this once it hit 24 was when I was like, okay,
Mm,
I'm seeing it more. Plus, I've been figuring out my attacks a little bit better
mm-hmm.
use of clones and things like that.
Yeah.
In that video, they were talking about clan games. They were talking about um well, they talked about like really the capital is not going to be there's not really going to be much done with it in the foreseeable future.
Mm-hmm.
Um and they kind of said they basically said what would you do to what would you do? What are your suggestions? What would you do for clan games? Like it, and
Yeah.
I kind of got that sense like throughout that whole video, they were really kind of looking for like some really they want something fresh and unique, like some take on
Yeah.
it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
What would you do?
I think, okay, for clan games specifically, okay, they talked about this a little bit. So the Gold Rush event,
Oh
not
yeah.
exactly like this, but something similar, because the Gold Rush event was a very similar idea at its core. It was, the whole clan working on
Mm-hmm.
a quote unquote challenge. I mean, it was just collecting gold, but so that would have to get way more complicated. But just the way it functioned with the chests and the award at the very top, and you could go past 4,000 points, and it wasn't like you got to use the super Valkyries in your army and you get points. And it's like, I don't want to use super Valkyries though. It forces you to engage in the game in ways you don't want to, which is understandable. I mean, they want you to try out new things. That's probably why they added it. But it's like, I just put a super Valkyrie in my siege barracks and have a worse attack, but say, hey, I got 1,500 points out of it. So I think
Yeah.
people just game the system. And so not collecting gold. I think it should be more complicated than that, but maybe it's stars or something like that where it does force engagement, or
Mm-hmm.
you need to engage in the game a lot more. And then the rewards are different. I think just getting, a tier list that kind of is the first four tiers are meh, all for gems, and then the last tier is maybe a few more gems to sell for. Get that book of spells. But I think something like that. I know they also talked about having like a bingo style board, which I think was really cool. I think it was
Bingo.
yeah, like challenges that you go through as a clan. So you start at probably the middle, and then you can maybe even not like bingo, but like a board game in a way where you can kind of pick your own adventure, and you have a challenge with a reward specifically that you're like, okay, we as a clan we want to all shoot for this reward, or this specific challenge at the end that has all this that we can do the best at, and then it has 500. I wish 500 shiny ore. um, or Starry
Oh
Ore,
God,
but
that'd be amazing.
yeah. Okay, Supercell, you gotta do that now, please, please.
Yeah. You can
Oh,
find
my
him at
snake
Swim Boi
bracelet.
in the House of L.
But like something like that, I think would be really cool too, where it's more interactive. Um, and they could even switch it up a bunch each season because
Hmm.
it's the exact same thing. Um, and we have a bunch of stuff that is repetitive like that. I mean, CWL, Raid Weekend, having a different thing each month. I mean, even the events now, the mini event and the larger medal event, it's kind of the same thing. You destroy buildings, get medals, ramps up as the season goes on, and you just trade them in for your rewards. But having something unique, which would be a tough thing for them to do every month, but even every 2 months they could switch it up.
Yeah. You know, I just couldn't help but thinking, I don't know why I said it like that. just I just couldn't help but thinking like they're talking about clan games, they're talking about uh clan capital, the raid weekends, they're talking about clan participation and like how they're really kind of restructuring to they're restructuring it to like so that there's going to be a new town hall every year, right? Like
Yeah.
so like a little more certainty around that. And then they
Mhm.
can basically kind of plan the year a little bit more and like the progression of like okay, supercharges and the balancing in these defenses. And I couldn't help but thinking like they're real I think the solution may be what they're looking for, or what would make it better is if they looked at the year as a whole, right? Like they said, okay, we know we're running, we know like this is the calendar of the year, the new town hall comes out, these are this, and then they orient all of those things toward around that calendar, right? So
Mhm.
then so like within clan games, right? Or like these events,
Yeah.
or like these season stuff. Maybe the clan games then start to become about unlocking the event troops, right? The things that
Oh.
you have to like do as a clan to unlock things,
Mhm.
to be able to use them, or to, maybe as a clan to choose this or gain additional perks throughout the year,
Yeah.
right? Like, okay, you're in January, so this is the clan perk. If your clan is in existence in January, this is what you get. This stays all year.
Oh, that'd be
Um,
so cool.
right? Like, and so the clan kind of becomes a little bit more hefty, right? It's got, all right, not
Mhm.
only is it just a regular clan, but it's got extra perks within it, or whatever. Or whatever it is around these, the clan game enables something that benefits the clan that can attract other people or
Mhm.
maybe it's just even graphics or badges or whatever.
Yeah.
Um and then I think working in with with the new defense, right? Like they put that on their original schedule is every 3 months or 100 days. Basically, like why not then make that the clan game for unlocking that achievement, right? To
Mhm.
to be able to place that thing on your board. And
Yeah.
then you upgrade it from there. Right? So
Mhm.
like your clan throughout the year would be able to pick and choose, um, something like that. So like the new defenses, like seasons that are coming out coincide with the events that are coming out that coincide with like the clan games to unlock the events to work together as a clan to gain perks throughout the year kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, I could imagine something that's like a maybe every other month it's like a hero focused thing. So each month it's like your hero upgrade time or your heroes this probably wouldn't be implemented like this, but like the hero sleeping while it's upgrading instead of 8 days, it's 6 days. The first month, then 4 days, then 2 days, and
Yeah.
then at the end of the year, it's like unlimited heroes if you complete all of the months prior to it. Kind of like the streak event in a way, except year
Ooh,
long.
yeah.
And then that would be unlimited heroes for the last couple months. So, Supercell still gets their, hero books sold in the first section of the year, but then all the new players slowly get to get more and more of those perks for the hero upgrades. I think that would be
That's yeah, that's genius because that's what they're asking for in that video is like if you have any suggestions for the streak video too,
Mm-hmm.
or the streak thing, right? Just make, instead of doing a 7-day thing, make it a 12-month thing that gives benefits to the clans throughout the month for
Yeah.
making certain achievements. And I think like I think like the clan games right now, honestly, it's just work to me. It's
Yeah.
like,
Oh, same.
please God, let me just get it without having to go to the builder base. That's what I say.
Right. Yeah.
um, but maybe the clan games aren't, let's let's do, go out and pick these things, but maybe it's intra clan games where it's like, okay, um, these are the rewards in clan for facing off, and you face off for doing these, and maybe it's the number of face offs or
Mm-hmm.
that do it, but like where you could face off within a clan during that event, like clan games, like a clan game. Well, you know what I'm trying to say? Like it's like a stadium game for within your
Yeah.
clan. Like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, maybe it's like pre CWL. So you're like, okay, guys, we're getting ready for CWL. This is the intra clan week challenge where
Mm-hmm.
we tried to do a leaderboard and face off against each of the members, and the participation. Like I'll orient it each month to the whole overall story of the year,
Mm-hmm.
and all those little things come in. Then everything would, it's like they have it all right there anyways. It's just they all just needs to be connected a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. And having, I mean, the whole Clash of Clans is all clan. Like that's the
Yeah,
reason why the game is still alive is because the community is so strong within the clans. And so adding just that little extra thing that they can already kind of build on the back of clan games, even if it's like a streak, because some clans that are less active, well, if they miss it 1 month and it like on month 8 they miss it, they don't want to be reset to 0. Maybe they just miss that perk, but then the next month they can get the last month's thing, and the next month
yeah,
they can get the previous month. So it's not like reset to 0. It's just they missed that little bit of extra bonus. But I mean, I think adding something like that, where everyone wants to be active. It's something fun, produces progression for players. Unlike builder base, I mean that's the
yeah.
biggest issue with builder base: zero progression in the home village. Um, and like I mean, CWL is everyone cares about CWL. Even super inactive clans, they care about CWL. That
Yeah,
was such a home run because everyone's working together. You can't rely on the top person because everyone only gets one hit.
and everybody
And it's
knows
just,
when it is. It's part of
mm-hmm.
the regular routine.
Yeah.
Like uh, it's it's like bring those other pieces into it then that keeps that
Mm-hmm.
going throughout the month, because it feels like that last week right before CWL, all of a sudden we haven't had like Worlds, for example, maybe, or these
Mm-hmm.
other things, and people start to kind of just get into the grind again. So like
Yeah.
liven it up at those points.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think like the events have been decent so far. All the medal events and stuff, they're fine, but those are all individual focused.
Yeah.
And so something similar to that, but a clan focus, whether it's challenges or like you were saying, like a tournament style intra clan event where
Like,
if you reach certain amounts of uh, 3 stars against your fellow team members, then you get your reward or something like that. Like that would be so.
yeah, the leader of the, where you just face off the whole, like the WWE, like cage match kind of
Mm-hmm.
thing. Like, um, that way you could even see like for CWL, like spots, right? You could say
Oh
who's the
my
strongest,
goodness.
faces off. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that would be crazy.
Cause I'd love to get, like, I was just, talking to House Gnosis, and as people come in to visit out, I'm like, I'd love to set up these friendlies that week right before CWL, like one a day, where
Mhm.
we just grind it out that week. Have get really warmed up for CWL because it seems like right at that point we have the most like missed attacks. Things just start to
Yeah.
to fall apart. Like the last week especially. And then
Mhm.
people get geared up, show up. It's like things just run in CWL. So
Yeah.
I think having that recurring thing, especially with this no wait post no wait update and stuff.
Mhm.
Um like there are just times where activity isn't there at any times that would bring people together to do things like even like against each other in the clan at the same time. I think would be helpful.
Mhm. Yeah. Just something. And again, like you were saying, the second and third week, because first week is right off the tail end of CWL. People are probably still going to be excited, geared up after that. And then the second week, it's dying down a little bit. Third week, it's kind of pulling teeth a little
Yeah.
bit, and then right back into CWL, and it launches them again.
And then as we get throughout the year, like the clan perks come up, things like that
Hmm.
creep up. And maybe that doesn't bleed over into, maybe the perks are like boosts like for training and research or things like that where it doesn't
Yeah,
bleed into competitions but like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
something on that order. But I just think like putting them all together, because if he's this is this weekend, this is this weekend, but it doesn't all go with the theme of the month either. So
Right. Yeah, I see what you mean.
bring it all together.
Hmm.
There you go, Supercell.
Little bow on top.
Yeah. Anything else he mentioned? He did say something about adding heroes in the future.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like we are definitely, but it wasn't, it sounded like part of the conversation.
Hmm. Yeah, they've been talking about it. It sounds like they're kind of, I don't want to say with each town hall release, but I could see them. That's kind of what they do to kind of switch things up. Um, how they're going to deal with levels, I have no idea.
Yeah.
That's the tough one. I mean, new players right now. I mean, you're experiencing that with your Tunnel 9. I mean,
Yeah.
having to. I'm sure you're just thinking, oh my goodness, I got 400 levels to do.
Well, not, it's kind of staggered in a way, right?
Hmm.
Because I just went to 9 and I wasn't really looking at the heroes when I upgraded, but it came up, they were just about to be maxed so they were about to be
Hmm.
level 10. And then I see like the minion prints being added in. And I think, okay, I see how this, well, I only have 2 heroes. So if I can keep
Mm.
one down, constantly throughout, like, cause that was something never had before either, right? Like,
Yeah.
so kind of being able to see how it, how it actually gets introduced and then like,
Hmm.
oh, okay. Yeah, this equipment came out. I'm thinking to myself, oh, it's going to be forever until I can, get this equipment, but I can't get the equipment that high on these. And so
Oh
it is
yeah.
like flowing in where I think if you're progressing, because certain things can't be unlocked, we just have it all.
Yeah.
And so, like, if something can't be unlocked until a certain level, well, then you're going to probably level up that equipment anyway, the stuff there. So,
Yeah.
seeing it from that way, I'm really kind of starting to think like some of the problems are legacy player problems, right? Like
Hmm.
for the max players who still keep coming in, but as a as somebody like fresh, it might just be a nice trajectory,
Yeah.
for a
I could see
while.
that.
Because I bet you what they are probably looking at the overall picture first, and then like how do we do those things? It's a different experience, and it's a different experience on junior than it was post no wait, because now I can just go in there and
Mm,
like, oh, my my queen, my king needs to be upgraded. I'll just hit it like 5 times, right? Like, oh,
yeah.
just go in, take, be out. Like
Mm-hmm.
major army. Uh, so I think that there's gonna have to be something completely added to like make up for what the waiting for troops enabled for across, right? Like
Yeah.
the overlap of players, um, or something to like bring in more participation in clans if people aren't having to be in there 8 times a day or something.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah,
Yeah.
because like on junior, I'm just like you know in and out if I
Mm-hmm.
don't need to be, and just wait for builders.
I mean, yeah, if you're not in Legends or anything, and maybe not Tunnel 9, but Tunnel 13, 14, it's like you could probably set all your builders on something and take a week sabbatical and just no more clash, and then a
Yeah,
week all your stuff's finished and
come
back to it.
come back in for like an hour and a half session and boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's just like it is like Sasquatch was saying. It's like just take 100,000, like he said, 200,000 on a lunch break
Mhm.
of DE. It's like
Crazy.
wow, yeah, and especially just even from like a couple months ago. Um, they did talk about in that video though, the cross clan player events,
Mm.
right?
Mhm. I think a little bit, yeah.
They kind of hinted
Um,
at something. It would be nice if you could attack or compete in events or something with people in other clans, basically.
mhm. Yeah. Kind of like they're starting to think about a clan alliance sort of thing, but probably not for a little bit.
Or even, you know what? Give me a cross clan friendly challenge.
Yes. Yes.
That would be epic.
Yeah. Oh, so many more bases you could practice with and clutter different
Yeah.
chat. And
You could see you could use your player list more, your friends list, and which of my friends are online. Okay. Let me
Mm,
challenge him to an FC,
mhm.
right? Hit me with an FC.
Yeah. Or
That
even
would,
if you could do like a ghost FC, so you can like only with people in your clan. So you're not like, practicing against random people that you'll face in actual legends or something. But then you can just they won't even know you hit their base. They don't have to request it or anything. You can just go in and attack their base, and they'll be none the wiser.
that'd be fun. Man, well, Supercell, you know where to find us if you are hiring. Of course. Uh,
Yeah.
I'd like to see the clan badge move with the person.
Yeah.
Um, it'd be cool if you collect. So if you're leaving a clan, right? You dump your clan badge, or you're not affiliated with the clan. Your badge that comes with your name has your clan thing. If you're not affiliated, it's gone. If you are
Hmm.
affiliated, if you're like member of the House of L, you have the House of L badge by your name, and then
Yeah.
you can go say hi to another clan, knock knock on the door, but then they see that you're from another clan, right? Like
Hmm.
people, and then you wouldn't have to get an invite back. You could just join.
Right. Yeah. So you could have like kind of two different levels. You could have like the overarching, this is your home clan, and then your kind of sub, like, oh, I'm in this clan though, but temporarily
Yeah,
kind of thing.
like I mean, even just think of like now if I leave the clan or go to a different clan, it's like you don't quit the clan unless you quit the clan. You're just leaving to
Right.
travel,
Yeah.
and that's still associated with you. Then if you see like you don't have to wait to get let back in, you could just click join, you're back in, and you can only have 50 spots, right? Like
Uh-huh.
50 badges. So then we drop those out. I don't know if that was they didn't talk about that. I think that was my idea.
Yeah, that's
Was
your idea for
yeah.
sure.
I was just writing these down as I was going through.
Mm-hmm.
Um
Oh, that's a super good idea.
well what struck you inside? So they had the inside the builder's hut number 3 where they
Mm-hmm.
address the concerns around the crafting. Anything that stood out to you as being important?
The biggest one is that they definitely saw the backlash that so many players had, whether justified or not. I know we talked about that on previous episodes a little bit, but they definitely saw it and want to include some sort of permanent reward for maxing things, probably a decoration. Um, but they're also exploring other avenues, it looked like, and different types of defenses and different timelines. And also, one of the main things was that the 3 defenses that have each are 30 upgrades apiece, or 10, 30, 30 upgrades apiece. I'm still being affected a little
Yeah.
bit by the triathlon.
No, I'm trying to, yeah. Okay. I'm
But
trying to think too. Like,
and so like having 30 upgrades, 3 different defenses, and having them each be up to I think 3 days at the maximum. All of that is subject to change. It was just like something they threw out because they had nothing to compare it to. And so maybe the next set they would do 10 upgrades or 2 defenses with this many, or different timelines, and seeing how people react. And I think they said it originally, but it was a little overlooked with all the outrage that this is just a test and they want to see what happens.
yeah. Well, here's one idea first off before I forget it.
Hmm.
For the what the what the permanent thing should be, right? So let's say
Yeah.
you level it up. I think there should be like I don't even know what this would even be called. I think like an altar, right? Something that you could
Hmm.
set a building on top of. So like if I've got and it's just decoration, but it would like sit like so then you would connect it to like your monolith and then you would have like that defense. You'd only be able to ever get that base for having upgraded the one defense, and you can put it anywhere, but it changes the overall graphics and it's like sits on top of it.
Oh,
Do you
so you
see what I'm
can
saying?
choose the building that you put it on top of, kind of.
The building goes it goes underneath the building.
Or
Sorry.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Okay.
like I don't know if that would be kind of so then it's like it's decorative, but it
Mm-hmm.
also throws off the graphics in terms of like the center point of view, like where the
Mm-hmm.
center is. It's one of a kind. It doesn't take up any extra space because it goes
Right.
underneath. And then it makes villages look even more unique.
Yeah. I think, yeah, I mean, that would feed into the whole being able to switch things out and make things unique and different so that, you're not attacking the same sort of base 20,000 times in Legends or farming.
Yeah. Imagine like if you had like hell torches underneath like a hell torch base that came from the fire spinner, right?
Yeah,
That
that would
once
be
it was
so
done, it
cool.
goes away. You get that base, and then you can put an archer tower on it. So then it's like you got these two, these got like 4 corner hellfires coming up under a defense. So it just complements an existing structure, but you only get one of them.
Mhm. Yeah.
Or like the log roller could be, or not the log roller, the
Pressure
what
mortar.
crusher mortar. It could be like a crusher mortar reworked themed ball and chain kind of thing base that,
Mhm.
so each thing follows the theme of what it is, but once
Yeah.
it's decommissioned and turned into a
Mm.
base for defense.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
There you go, Supercell.
You're just giving them everything.
Well, I hope they give back one of these days to a certain clan named CQ Revolution.
Yeah.
Do you want me to tell you about this?
Yes, yes.
So, we give a lot of great ideas here. So let me just lay out some of the evidence that we have kind of amassed here. So if you do not know, our friend Tyler uh, and the other guys over at CQ Revolution had their clan stolen from them. Somebody posed as a Supercell employee with the leader, got the game center or whatever it was, took the clan, kicked everybody out. And so they've tried to get it back. Can't get anywhere with it, right? And it's because they only deal with, I think, the account that was stolen, right? If I'm kind of reading, like, understanding everything right,
Mhm.
you could kind of understand where Supercell's like, okay, yeah, is this like an intra clan thing, right? But
Right.
Scotty did some digging, and it did turn out that it was up for sale online,
Mhm.
right? And I think I mentioned that. And so I've been watching. Is this work? It submitted the stuff. You don't want to cause problems for anybody or anything like that. And so finally, I couldn't. Like nothing was happening. I'm like, look, if this is like a level 34 clan. These guys have,
Mhm.
they've been on the podcast. It's a well-known clan in that regard, right? They're in
Yeah.
champs. Like this is like even just like the champs thing, right? You've got to like takes months just to get back to where they're at.
Mhm.
So I found it online for sale. So I thought I'm gonna go digging for it, see what I can find. And so the first time I went looking for it, I couldn't like get a hold of the seller, right? Like I was
Uh-huh.
like, okay, this guy's got it for sale. Now, who's selling it? Like what, like I should be able to contact the seller and say, hey, is this, find out some questions about it, right? Well, I couldn't do it. So I was
Yeah.
like, okay. So I dug into the guy's store, like on
Mm.
this website. I got screenshots of all of this. So I went in there and I was like, okay, what else does he have for sale? And so I thought I just couldn't find a button or something, right? Like in looking for this, where's the
Uh-huh.
chat button? Maybe the site just doesn't have it. And so finally, I find a different item for sale by this seller. And this one has ask about this item. And so I was like, okay. And so I started a chat and I'm like, I basically start off, my name's Scotty, 827 with Clash Against Podcast. So I was like, I'm gonna throw my if my name's not good for anything, anytime, why not now?
Yeah.
And and I said, you're in possession of a stolen clan, CQ Revolution. Um, and then I said, uh, I've been tracking what has been going on in that clan because like I found that the person that intermittently was in there, right, was linked to a bunch of different accounts. They were like leader, right? So if I'm
Yeah.
Supercell, all I would need to do, I would imagine, is like look at the history of the clan post that one leader kicking everybody and those next few players. That would probably link back to a bunch of different stolen clans and
Mhm.
problems, right? Because I could see it in one of the intermittent ones, like Arabian Night, like all these different clans where this person was a leader that were very high level. And so I basically am like, uh, just give it back and we'll move on.
Mhm.
I don't want to waste my time with this stuff. And then I said, just invite me or Tyler, uh, one Tyler 116 from their new clan right now is CQR2. Um,
Mhm.
and so I go, please be a good person and do the right thing. He says, I'm not the owner of the clan. I'm just pre-selling it. Owner is somebody else. And they said the owner is going to join the chat. And then I think there were both of them in there.
Uh-huh.
And I said, so you're selling, I go, owner is someone else. I said, you're selling on behalf of someone who's stolen a clan, which is almost the same thing, which, I don't even know, it could be even worse. But if you're not the owner, please get in contact with them and have it returned by inviting
Yeah.
one of us. Then they can leave and we all walk away happy. Um, he said, the only thing I can do is remove it from the post, but I don't know anything about it. I'm just a midman.
Mhm.
And I'm like, I know, and I don't want to cause any trouble. I just really want the clan back. I said, this is my friends. Uh, I've known about what's kind of been here. I haven't said anything much about it. I don't want to mess with things for you. I can give your store a shout out, whatever. He's
Mhm.
like, please understand. I told him about it and he bought it from somebody else. Nobody wants to take a loss, so I can't do anything here. I can do only one thing and I can provide you the clan without taking any profit. I can only do that because I need to pay him first to get the clan. So if you want to buy it and the price he's selling it, other than I can help you with that, other than I can't do anything. uh,
Mhm.
I said, I understand you're in a tough spot. I also don't want to, and I said, that's why I was trying to get in touch with the seller. So to be clear,
Mhm.
I don't need the account, right? Because this is what I'm thinking at this point. He's trying to do, I don't want any problems. He doesn't want any problems. So I'm thinking right now, like, listen, you got that person's account, right? This is a
Mhm.
clan. Like, I would imagine the account is worth more money. I said, I don't, that's why I was trying to get in touch with the seller. So, but I think at this point now I've realized the seller's in there. I said, I don't need the account that was hijacked, just the clan itself. And then I'm like, how much is he asking for it?
Mhm.
Because I'm thinking, what, maybe if he's like, if I can get $25 out of this thing right now, here's me thinking like I'm moving, I'm doing something. He
Yeah.
said 300 euros asking his asking price. And he sends me a picture of it. And I said, no, that's way too high, especially given the situation. He got an
Mhm.
account, yada yada, and I'm like, I'll give you $100. That's it. I said, I'll check back later. I'll check back tomorrow. It's late. And he said, that's not possible. He's not the scammer. He bought it from someone else. The scammer is a different guy. If it is really your clan, then, or something like that. And I said, nope, that's
Yeah.
not going to work for me. Let him know the offer is $100. He paid for a stolen clan. He's going to have that come way down on price. Otherwise, that's it. Uh,
Yeah.
I'll take, the next steps.
Mhm.
And that was it. I said, you know
That
where to
was it.
find me. Yeah.
So now you're just waiting on a
Well,
do you think they're gonna reach out, or do you think it's just over?
well, I don't know. I'm thinking it would
Yeah.
be nice if there was an avenue for like clans like that to be able to get some type of like the real problem, right, is that it is the leader who Supercell wants to deal with, but that account was stolen. So,
Mhm.
but I think like the headache of it, is probably like Tyler had said. He said that they couldn't really get anywhere, so they're just kind of trying to move on. I think so. But
Yeah.
I wanted to give
Jeez.
everybody because I've been asked about it, so I wanted to give everybody the dirty of where things stand.
That's awful.
Yeah, isn't that awful? Poor guys. But and it's like, wow, that's a kind of a crazy underworld of clash.
Yeah.
Like Scotty was deep undercover.
Yeah, you were. You were doing your detective work.
I was like in the alley, you know,
You're in
acting
the Dark Days
tough.
scenery.
Yeah. Oh, changed me. I'm an
Yeah.
undercover Supercell officer. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. So, what are you thinking then? Do you think?
I don't even. I'm surprised. Like, I mean, you have all this proof now. Supercell has really no reason not to believe you,
Well, I
and
think
I
it's
would
like
assume.
where do you give it to Supercell? Do you know what I mean? Like as for them as a
Uh,
clan, do you know what I'm saying? Like, do
yeah.
you could have somebody say, "Hey, look," but then you're also not dealing with the person that with the with the co-leaders um of the clan itself, right? Like even me going to
Mhm.
that guy, I'm like, well, I'm not. He can look at like they would look on the thing and say, hey, he's never been in the clan, right? And like I could look at the
Uh,
history and stuff. So like there's some weird complications with it, but
Smart what they did. I mean, they really separated themselves from it, so it's really hard to trace back to them.
yeah, yeah. I don't know. It would just be nice if there was like an avenue for if that ever happened to somebody else for it to go, hey, let's whoa, whoa, this is your competitive clan. We check for everything. So let's, wasn't hard for Detective Scotty. He was on the scene.
Yeah. Hmm.
Uh, so Builder Hut 3. So back to the fabulous advice we give in, in exchange, please, for one, CQ Revolution.
Yes.
You can find Tyler in CQR2 or Evil Drew. Uh, Big takeaways, Builder Hut 3.
Um.
This is the episode that came out post um, everything. So uh, post crafting update.
Hmm. Yeah, definitely. One of them was just the different kinds of defenses that they want to add. I think they mentioned like having super cannons, or like reinforced walls and stuff,
Ooh,
or different buffs, um,
I had one
or
for you.
mechanics to their own standards. What?
Water cannon.
Oh,
And when they were talking about that stuff too, I thought, why not merge the Teslas to do a chain Tesla?
oh, like yeah, like the e-drag.
Yeah, yeah. We were talking about that before, but as like a separate one. But they were
Hmm.
talking about which defenses to merge, and it really seemed like they were open for some ideas for sure. And that
Yeah.
we'll come over here, come sit down.
Yep.
uh, Other big things that you can think of.
I'm trying to look at my notes right now, and
Yep.
really like the crafted thing was Builder Hut 3 was all on the crafted stuff, and it was kind of reiterating a lot of stuff and addressing the fears of, oh, it's so much and I'm quitting the game and all that. And they're trying to address that a little bit. I
I
think they did it in a pretty decent fashion, I'd say.
really think it's a perception thing, right?
Hmm.
Of what people perceive the gold to do, the elixir to do, it builds something. It is a thing. Um, I would really like it to I'd love it if it was just like a pump of itself, like we talked about, that is kind of free from gems. That is, and this is kind of where I got my kind of started with the clan game, or like the whole idea, like kind of it being oriented towards something of like there is only one thing that it can be doing at a time. You can't rush it. You can't gem it so people can't say, well, I don't have the max, right? Like there's
Right.
only one app, you're at max because you've only have so much stuff, right? Like you can't
Mm-hmm.
buy it. It's just like you have to assign a builder to it and it like pumps itself. And I just would like one thing, given that the game is not flat, that like it's like a kind of getting more to like that yearly thing. Um Something that just is a resource that you can only get through being it or doing it throughout that year. Like
Yeah.
if that makes sense. Like one thing that's
Yeah.
not money touched, but it's also it just limits everybody and puts everybody at the exact same place with stuff, but then you would choose it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I have a builder on the crafting station, and so it is pumping the elixir and I can feel one upgrade constantly. And that
Right.
and then I choose the track. But nobody can gem it done. You can
Mm-hmm.
only use that length of time for that season or whatnot.
I think something tied in with like the star bonus too, because
Ooh.
I mean, with the pump, you could be inactive for several days and still accrue the whatever special elixir this is. Say it's golden elixir.
Yeah.
So it could be accruing the golden elixir if you're inactive, but if it's star bonus, then that encourages max players to log in every single day, at least
Yeah.
do 2 attacks that are good. Um, and in order to get that bonus, which has hopefully more star, or actually has
Yeah.
starry and more other ore, has the golden elixir, dark
Ooh.
elixir, and then has also this special elixir that encourages that daily login.
And it brings people back in more times throughout the
Mm-hmm.
day. Something to get us logging in and checking that thing, or like feeling like we can't miss it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I've done some other like mobile games, like super short term stuff. Just like I see an ad, I'm like, oh, that looks cool, and I try it out. And their their daily login things. It's usually only for the first like month or so, but the rewards from them are like insane, and it makes you like, oh, I can't miss the day. I gotta log
I
in. And more than just logging in, it's like, oh, I gotta
have to
do an
quit my
attack. I
job.
gotta do 2 attacks. Yeah, exactly.
Can't miss these rewards.
Yeah, I think that would encourage so much more participation in everything and activity, and probably like zooming out. Since they are a business, I think that increased activity and excitement and stuff would probably overall be more profitable than just allowing gems to be spent on these. Because yeah, whales are gonna gem it, but really no one else is. It's such a bad value because it's the upgrades are so short.
Yeah. I just, I, I really, really wish for like that one thing, that one piece of the game, like the Christmas tree, right? The Christmas trees, like you can only get from being
Mm,
there for,
yep.
or something that sets a pace, where we can differentiate ourselves. You can never race over other people, and that one
Yeah.
avenue. I just like that. I don't know.
Hmm.
Uh, well, in the end, uh, what's the state of the game for you, Swimmy? We were talking about this a little bit beforehand. I,
Yeah.
I think
It's
people are kind of settling
Go
into
ahead.
the new defense. I think, we just kind of got done with CWL. Um,
Hmm.
how are you feeling?
I would say I'm pretty good. The last CWL was definitely kind of a rough one for me. Um, I went from perfect for the previous one, missing 1 star on the previous, and then perfect on the previous one, to I think I was like probably a 50% high 2 stars and 50% triples. So not terrible, but definitely not where I was before.
Yeah, but we
Um,
also left the hardest bases for you.
Yeah. Yeah. I would always log in. There'd be like 30 minutes left. I'm scrambling, looking, oh no, what's left?
Like, ooh, I could do that one. I think Swim might have a better chance of that one than I did.
Yeah.
So
There
when you
was
were
some
having
that
a,
I'm like,
you said something like, "Oh my God, I don't know." And I was like, I really did like more than once, like look at a base. I'm like, God, I that one looks all right. I could maybe do it, but I think Swim would have a better feel for that. Like, so I was like, ooh, you should know that. You should know you've got harder bases too.
yeah. It was it just this summer, like I've been busy like all midday long and stuff. So CWL would start like
It's
probably
not
4
like
or
you ran a
5 p.m.
triathalon this last week or anything.
Exactly. And
Just
so like
laying
the
around.
so or the war would start at like 5 p.m. and I'm driving to the gym, so I'm not going to do it then. When I get home, I have to eat all that and then go to bed. And
He has to take off his
usually I would
snorkel
like,
just to do his CWL attack.
and then I would wake up and be like, I would look at it and I would take a glance at the bases left, and I'd have like 5-10 minutes. I'd be like, oh, I kind of know kind of what I kind of want to do, but I can't attack because I got to go to swim practice. I get home from swim practice and it's like 10 o'clock, 10:30, do my cycling workout. Then I have like 20 minutes before I go to work. And I'm like, I'm not going to do my CWL before I get to work. So I have to fit it in right now. And I'm looking, there's one base left. There's like 30 minutes on the clock. I'm sweating. I'm like, oh my.
Oh,
And I see like six people
Swim can do it.
online.
We saved the fish for last.
Yeah. The dreaded spectators. And I'm like, oh,
it was a tough CWL. It was like back and forth, and it really became like anybody's game, except for the one team like would lose, but just have tons of stars in certain matches. It was really do you know who I'm talking about? Like the noobs.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was like they'd get like a ton of stars in a certain match, but
Hmm.
lose. I don't know if they were just like up against certain types of bases or something that they couldn't hit, because I think they lost like twice and still won. I don't know if that
That's so
rings.
weird.
Yeah, so it was like
Yeah, it
back and
does.
forth, but um, and so then it came down to the end, and we just didn't have it in the end. But it was tough figuring out with these new defenses, seeing these new base layouts, and I kind of like the buying of the bases.
Yeah, it's been so great too because I've been using them in Legends and it's helped so much. And just the practicing with them and stuff. I see so many FCs and you're FCing the toughest bases, the most up to date bases. So it's gonna hone your skills so much more.
Yeah,
And some clans just, I, even if they don't buy them, you can still get pretty decent bases online. And some clans, their bases just aren't even that good. And it's like if you've been practicing on a super tough bot base,
yeah,
then the second you
exactly.
go to like a base, then it's just it's so much easier.
hmm Or if your base is higher and then you've been hitting it and it's kind of similar, and then all of a sudden that one's a little bit weaker. It's like nice to
Yeah. Oh
um,
yeah.
roll over it.
Hmm. I think who it was. It might have been Chewy. But supposedly we got the most stars that we've ever gotten
Oh
on the
yeah,
CWL. And even if we overall, I know I felt way weaker. And I think a few other people talked about it, definitely feeling themselves weaker. But overall, as a clan, we were definitely the strongest we've ever been. Um, just
I didn't.
objectively.
Yeah, like we did better in stars than we did last. We're looking at all these people in the match. We're seeing this back and forth. We are hanging up. We are hanging in there with the best of them. And every month we dial it up.
Yeah.
I was honestly looking at it thinking, look, we know we are ready to do it. And this would be, if we would have promoted, right, this month,
Hmm.
it would have been a better chance that we would demote than if we would have had one more month, right? Because of
Yeah.
like how we're seeing it, our lineup, right? And kind of how we progressed up into like from Masters 2 to Masters 1. It's like, where are we finishing on the leaderboard? And now I think when we promote, we'll be better equipped to stay there.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know. I was hopeful. A little bit smoother. Had some problems with the bases. Uh, Getting them. It turns out, so I ordered from one company and then I thought that they screwed me over. But it turns out it wasn't. It was because I pre-ordered and I think it was because I used my Apple card. Um,
Mm,
when they processed the order, like they didn't process it right away, I guess. And so it got booted out of the system. And so this was like, so it was like 2 days before CWL. Or a couple days before, I'm like, hey, I ordered these bases. Are they coming? They'll be ready day of CWL. Day of CWL. I open up the email and it says, uh, your order's been canceled.
jeez.
I'm like, oh no. So I go to the other place. I got them the last time just to see, like, because I didn't see him there the first time I looked, and I thought, let me go try all these different companies and stuff. And luckily, they had some bases there. But so a couple days later, we figured it out.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Jeez. I can only imagine. Your just heart's sinking day of
yeah,
CWL.
yeah. I think so. You think like overall, it's where are you struggling the most? Is it what are you finding harder? I guess I'm kind of wondering about.
Yeah. I think, okay, things, if you get to the center and you don't have a plan, if you're like, if your whole army just goes to the center, at least with the route riders that I've been using, and you don't have a very specific plan for all the defenses around you, it's over. Like, everything just dies instantly.
You
And
know,
I went from like I think I was a 70% triple rate for months and months and months, 70 to 80% triple rate for months on end in Legends and in War. And then this month, I've had a few like 58%, like a couple of them, not that many, but a couple, and like a bunch of like 60s and 70s. And other than things like going kind of towards the middle,
what's wrong
like
with that?
like, I don't even know what happened. Like, I didn't do anything really specifically wrong. I didn't lose,
No.
like, I mean, a couple, like, I lost my RC or something on the
Oh, that
Spirit
one
Walk, but
you won. This was just a regular war, wasn't it? Where you
oh, the
won.
disconnect, yeah.
Yeah. You
Oh,
it was
that
like
was so bad.
11%, but you won it on your end.
Yeah, I got a triple, and it ran through the triple, but I had the 3 bars, the disconnect signal. I think it was like I started my Spirit Walk, and then the second I placed the RC down, I just got this like the disconnect symbol, and I'm like,
Oh.
"It's better not actually disconnect." And so I did my whole attack, and I open up my, control center on my phone and, um, connect to Wi-Fi because I was on cellular
Oh.
because usually cellular is a little stronger, and so I connect to Wi-Fi, and that it like connected, and it was
I
still
just saw your message. I was
connected
like,
to the game kind of, but not really. It was still showing the bars, and so then I'm like, okay, let's off of Wi-Fi now.
yeah.
And the attack is still just going in the background, and so I'm still trying to place spells and switch my internet and stuff as well, and I get to like eight, or I think it was like 90% or something. Yeah, it was like 90%. I had like three-quarters of my troops left. There's a couple like low-level defenses, and I had like a
It
minute
was the
left on the
best attack of
timer.
my life, and nobody
Yeah,
will ever see it.
exactly. It was so perfect. I get the, "Oh, reload your game." I'm like, "I swear to God,
I could
if
tell
this
you
isn't
about
a
it. I
triple."
could tell you how great it was, but you wouldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever going to see it.
Yeah, and I open it, I see 11%, and I'm just like, That is gonna absolutely kill my warlock. I've never gotten a 0 star before on a war attack.
Oh,
Like
welcome to the clubs.
11%. It's
You
so funny.
want to
So
talk about a
yeah, I went
fail? I got a
from
story. No.
I went from 70% triple rates a month ago to getting 11% this month.
Well, you have been busy.
Yeah,
Like you've had a lot going on. So give
yeah.
yourself that. We have been saving the hard bases for you, um, without a doubt. Uh, and like now the craft and defenses are coming up. Uh,
Mhm,
it's starting to ID them too. Like what strength are they? Like starting to just be able to
mm,
feel them out, because you're not always running
yeah,
up against, um, the same things. So like
mhm,
that's why like in the with those CWL bases, it's nice to have a couple with the different crafting to FC,
mhm,
because I like to just hit there at night and hit my
yeah.
base. Um, have you had any
And
more?
the thing with
Sorry, go.
the thing with the crafted defenses too is, at least with the, like, the multi-gear tower, the multi-archer tower, um, or what's the multi-gear? No, I think that one was a new defense just thrown in. But the difference is it's a just a new building just thrown in. Like we didn't get rid of something.
Yeah,
So it's just straight up more damage on the base. Where
the
at
hot
least
tub.
with yeah the multi archer tower and the ricochet cannons, those, yes, they're way more powerful than their original pieces, but like the base damage of each is, I think it was like 20 extra damage. Um, if you had doubled, the two to the one and all that, it was definitely like an increase for sure, but not, you know
Yeah.
1,200 damage just thrown into the center of your base with
Well,
the flame thing.
well, I'm thinking that this is like the first round of craft and defense is being done pretty much. Like my hit
Mhm.
points were, maxed out on the one I was using, like the hook tower, right? So like
Yeah.
now next month we'll most likely be hitting the same, strength, right? Because the first month they had just come out, so they're weak. So we run
Yeah.
into them like we would normally do it. My first hit point ones are done. Um, it kind of looks like I've just got another week and a half, maybe 2 weeks
Mhm.
to finish them off, and then I'll be back to my did get my few of my bombs almost to max during this.
Yeah.
That really brought my war weight up though.
Really.
Yeah, I was like all of a sudden I was going up through the map or just like moving it, you know, why am I all of a
Uh-huh.
sudden all above? It's I think because I just had my little bomb so low.
Right.
It
Yeah.
seemed like there was a bigger change than I had seen in a long time.
Mhm.
Where do you think the other people are having problems? Same thing?
Yeah, I would say the same thing. I mean, again, it's so much extra damage no matter which it is. Plus the hook tower, I guess, but that just is a whole new mechanic to account for. Um, and I think too, like we've been feeling it a little bit over time, um, compared to like May. I mean, things are still so underleveled. I really wasn't seeing supercharges
Yeah.
that much. Even in competition, like some were supercharged, but some weren't fully supercharged. And now it's like every single base I see is like everything's supercharged. Like literally the only thing not maxed is like walls and then the crafted. Like that's it. And even the crafted, I've seen a couple fully maxed things that people just gemmed.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose I didn't think about all the supercharges
Hmm.
getting up there for because I kind of felt like most people were already there. I always feel so behind. Like this is the first year where I'm kind of in a long time, with the top town halls. So
Yeah.
it's a whole new experience.
Yeah. Like before it was like probably like 1 in 5, 1 in probably 1 in 5 were like pretty supercharged along, and now it's like 1 in 5 is not.
Yeah. I
And I think, I mean, they're not that much. It's like 5 extra damage to defense, but when you have 30 defenses, that's a lot more damage on you.
yeah. Yeah, I suppose it all adds up. Well, so I mean now though with like normal mode, I guess, do you feel like it's in balance and it's just harder, or do you feel like
Yeah, I would say
I mean,
it's a pretty decent balance. I think it kinda struck the middle now, especially between Town Hall 15 and Town Hall 16, early 17.
yeah.
It's definitely weird. I think people definitely need to kind of adjust to it some. The crafted defenses kinda added a new layer, um, but it's definitely not too hard right now. I mean, people still can triple. Even those that are struggling are tripling still, but,
Hallelujah.
yeah.
I did pretty good
But,
this CWL. I did
yeah.
find like if uh, I'd either do really well or I'd get like a 80%, I think. Like
Mhm.
I'm figuring out this clone. Cloning with snots is just an amazing, fun thing. I've been actually trying a
Yeah.
double thing now. Double clone snot.
Mm.
I'll keep you updated on that. Uh,
Yeah, definitely.
but you know, and like in Legends League, are you tripling const like I mean you kind of talked about your hit rate, but like are you up, down daily?
So I'm doing the same thing as last season. Actually, I
Just
don't
waiting?
think yeah, I don't think I finished talking about this last season or last episode 'cause I did the attack literally that night,
Oh
right after we
yeah,
got
that's
off.
right.
Here, I gotta find the screenshots.
Oh,
I'm
I
so proud
videotaped
of
it.
it.
I videotaped it. Like I
There it
went and got
is.
a handheld camcorder or something. I screen recorded it. Like, oh my.
So I ended the night at 6,187 trophies. I was so happy. Global, I was 1,928th place, and US, I was 162. So that was the
Holy
best
shit.
season I've had ever. Highest I've ever gone by like 200 trophies. It was
That was fun.
just, yeah. Oh my goodness.
So we got done podcasting the last time and uh we talked for a minute and then Swim's like, I'm gonna go do them. I said, I'll feed you troops. And so I went upstairs and Swim would hit and I'd watch and he was just smashing it time after time and smashed that record. It was really it was fun.
Yeah.
Fun to be able to do that in that quick amount of time though. I mean,
Right? We should do a clan event like the night of the swap. So the last night we all do a clan like legend push, no matter where you are, even if you're at like
yeah,
5,200, like just getting those extra ones.
yeah, for sure. We're gonna we'll have to end this month with an event for sure. I got a couple
Hmm.
things. Big shout out to Barky and everybody in the K Farmhouse 2.0. They had a war that I misunderstood the directions for. I thought we were doing like a friendly war, like a couple different clans, but they were kind of
Hmm.
relaunching, I think, K Farmhouse 2.0, and so, but I showed up. I went there and hung out for a little bit, and ran into Hal again, who I hadn't seen in a really long time there. And he came back for that war. So a
Hmm.
bunch of people over there. I forgot to mention it. I think I mentioned it to you after we were done. It's something I forgot last time. Um,
Hmm.
and so just wanted to shout all those guys out. And you and I are doing the double trouble
Yep.
tournament uh, with them, the CFF
Hmm.
family. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
So it's one hit.
2v2 will be so fun. I think it is. Yeah.
And so it's so weird to know that you can do a 2v2. So we'll match, we just do one hit and then a couple rounds, and then Shock is going to be doing the streaming for the semifinals and finals, I believe.
That would be so cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. They got a really cool community over there, and
Mm-hmm.
it's cool to see all the events they've got going on too. So,
Yeah, yeah.
um, other things.
Mhm. I think that's pretty much it. We covered literally everything that I was thinking about for the last couple days. So
Did you tell Did you tell them about our brush with Liam?
no, no, not yet.
No. So should we do shout outs?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, so I'd definitely like to shout out Liam. I've been a fan of their podcast. I think it was probably our podcast, House of L one that I started listening to first, like a year and a half ago, when I first found the Clash of Clans podcast. But the Reddit Talks Clash podcast was definitely
Yeah,
the second one, and it was so funny, the humor on it and stuff, and I
they're
didn't
great.
actually realize that they were the actual moderators of the subreddit. I thought it was just, Reddit Talk Clash, just the name of it, until like a month or two later, and I'm like, wait, they're actually the moderators. Because I was scrolling on the Reddit page, I'm like, wait, I
Oh my
recognize this name. I
god.
recognize this name. Wait. So
They didn't just meet
definitely
on Reddit.
shout yeah, definitely shout out to Liam. I'm a big fan of your guys' podcast, and I didn't even realize it was you when you joined the Discord either. I
Well, yeah,
was like, wait, Liam, who's that?
so Liam contacted me with a question for you, and like we're in middle of CW also, I wasn't even thinking about, and
Hmm.
so I just like screenshot it and I'm like, hey, here's this. And
Yeah,
then pretty soon, like, got back to him and stuff, and then he came in and like didn't realize it was you said the Liam.
yeah.
I told him that they said that.
Yeah. No, yeah, you sent me the screenshot, and it was something about it was specifically with the Reddit, something about a
Oh,
post or
about the league,
something.
I think.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I was just like, "Oh, that's kind of odd specific question, but whatever." And so I responded to it to you, and I was at work at the time, and then a couple hours later, I was thinking about I'm like, "Why were they wondering that?" So I open it again, and I see Liam as the name. Like, there's no way this is, like, the Liam.
I
In fact, it was.
should have just like added you to the chat. I'm really bad with Discord. I'm like, I think, can you share people's contact? I don't know. So I'm like, here, come over to
Ah.
House of L and find them there.
Yep.
That's awesome. Shout out to those guys. Great
Mhm.
podcast over there. There's a lot of good stuff in their last episode that like made me think about those crafting defenses. So I was
Yep.
kind of talking with Liam about it a little bit after that.
Mhm.
Um, other shout outs.
Definitely shout out to Warpig. Talked a little bit about the balance. That kind of is what prompted our little discussion about the current balance. Shout out to Chewy and really just everyone out in the House of L. And again, just such a great community that we have.
Uh, Shout out to you. Thank you for being here again. Shout out to House Gnosis who stopped by the House of L today. Um, I wanted to shout out the CFF uh, family and the Pineapples and Thorns podcast uh, as well, and the great community that they've got going. Like we were just talking about, uh, it's fun and welcoming, and it's big shout out to you guys and for everybody running those tournaments in the discords over there. Holy crap!
Yeah. Don't know
Uh,
how you do it.
yeah, wow. It just is like gives me a panic attack just looking at it.
Right?
I can never find
With
anything in
50,000
my.
channels.
I try to add something. I'm like, I think if somebody's got permission and somebody's garage door opens, I don't know, somewhere. It scares me a little bit. A shout out to all the co-leaders and everybody in the House of L, and with CWL moving between the clans. It was cool to see Warborn do the first CWL. L Warborn did CWL with like the low THs over there, and
Mm-hmm.
in one L2 promoted. They're in Masters 1. We're in Masters 1, I should
Nice.
say. L2 is. So now we've got L2 is in Masters 1. Or no, Masters 3.
Mm.
Wait, Masters, it goes 3, 2, 1, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Sorry. L2 is in Masters 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, uh, House of L's in Masters 1, CQR2, Tyler's clan,
Mm-hmm.
hopefully their second clan, Supercell.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah.
they're in Masters 1 this month coming up. L Reloaded is going into Masters 1 this month. So we've got a bunch of clans that are all going to be 3 that are going to be in the same class this month, or not, 3 people we know, right? And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
the other clans coming up. So it's kind of cool. So like depending on what happens in the next couple months between promotions, we might start really coming across more people that we know,
Mm-hmm.
especially once we get into champs and stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've heard so many stories about like friendly clans being in the same CWL together
Really?
and being like, okay, I want to win, but I also kind of want you to win, but we're
I'm
gonna
gonna have
win.
to wait before sharing the bases this
Yeah.
next month. That'd be really kind of fun though.
Yeah.
Remind me of the old days in the House of L versus Zod. I have to get more of those friendly ones going too. Shout out to Papa Chewy, War Pig, everybody who was helping coordinate with CWL, to all the other podcasts out there for the entertainment, YouTubers. I'm looking forward to seeing Shock doing streaming. Hopefully, oh my God, if he ended up streaming us, I'd be so nervous.
Yeah, me too. Be
You'll
crazy.
find me in the fetal position on the floor.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. Uh, uh, and to the streamers out there, looking forward to great content over this summer. And as a shout out to the Reddit Talks podcast, you can't support me with a creator code, but you can support those guys. So their creator codes are Coolrick and Spencer, right?
Yep.
So if you want to support a podcast, go over there and enter those in for your creator codes. Uh, Other things, any last shout outs?
No, that pretty much covers it.
All right. Well, get a hold of us, clashclanspodcast at gmail.com or clashclanspodcast.com, or you can stop by the House of L. Until next time, keep it clashy, everybody.
Keep it clashy.
Skilly beep 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 skilly beep.